Okay, so Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is, of course, is March 2021, so we're still in the COVID era. So all of the shows are currently canceled. They don't do meet and greets; they do cavalcades. Now, in other parks, they do an actual. I can't call it a parade because you can't call it a parade, even though it's kind of like a really small, like 1-2 event float. Instead, there's a waterway that goes all the way through Animal Kingdom. So occasionally you'll hear music, and you'll look, and there'll be some characters on a boat. It's like Pocahontas, some Lion King characters. We did see, I want to say it was Donald and Daisy and Launchpad as well. The park itself opens early. I mean, this is it opened for us at 8 a.m. So to be there for rope drop, if you're on a resort, they recommend getting to your bus an hour beforehand. So 7 a.m. got there, rope drop. The nice thing about this time is to try to prevent people from congregating in the front. Most places were open a little bit before the official rope drop, which was nice. So we got to run straight to Pandora. If you're going to go to Animal Kingdom, there's pretty much three, maybe four big things to do there. One, of course, is Flight of Passage, which is amazing. With that, you do plug yourself into an avatar style chair. You then do the Neuralink with an avatar, and you fly a Banshee, which is the giant creature. Of my size, being 6'3", 205 pounds, it took a little bit of canoodling to get myself really comfortable inside the weird harness because you go face first. So you hold on to bars here, and you lean forward. You have some things that go behind your legs, hold you in place, and a piece that holds you in the small of the back. And it's amazing. A person next to me did say if you take your thighs and you squeeze them, you actually feel the Banshee breathing. And it was an amazing. When it was done, I mean, it was like, wow, can you do that again? But got there really early, so we got on it in probably about 20 minutes. And then, of course, there's the Navi River journey, which, if you're not a fan of the atmospheric, water dark ride, this is the only. I would say out of the two, Flight of Passage is the definite. River journey is okay. I mean, it's neat, really great to look at, but if you're not a fan of, oh, look, it's a water-based dark ride, then it's not going to be your thing, which is fine. The safari is really neat. I mean, if you're a big fan of kind of like driving through a zoo, that's what that is. Animals on different sides. The ride itself is very bumpy because you're riding an actual vehicle. You're not on a track. Really cool to see. Our driver did stop multiple times so you could get a better look at the animals. Really great to do. And then, of course, also is Expedition Everest, which is the Yeti ride. To see if you want to do this ride, I'll give you a little hint. You do a pretty smooth ride, and then I'll see the point where the track has been destroyed by the Yeti. You now go through a separate section of track backwards. You then have another action sequence, and then you go through your finale. My daughter was horrified. She's 7 the first time, and we rode it again. The nice thing is that this time, since there's no shows, the line for Yeti was 5 minutes, even in the middle of the day. Our longest line that day was for the safari, and that was like 35 minutes. Use the app. You live and die with that app. Mobile ordering was fantastic. If you're going to do mobile ordering, I'll say this a couple times. If you're doing mobile ordering, plan what you want a couple hours in advance. We would normally eat lunch like 11:30, so we would normally start placing orders like at 9. I did the Satuli Grill, Satuli Canteen, which again is in Pandora area. Cheeseburger Pods, interesting. You've got a steamed dough with a cheeseburger on the inside. Yeah, pretty interesting. Their salads with their chicken is fantastic. Really good. They do a specialty drink, which is like a Powerade with pineapple. Probably my least favorite of all the specialty juices. And that's kind of about it. I mean, Animal Kingdom, it's really far and spread out. Oh, we also were there for the Raya and the Last Dragon giant sand sculpture, which was really cool looking. We also eat the mini tuk tuk dessert, which, a spiced, like a five spice, five style chocolate blend. It was okay. It was very much here's a bunch of different textures, a bunch of chocolate elements, a bunch of spice elements. It felt kind of muddled, but it's adorable. It is. Pin trading there was difficult. I mean, pin trading overall there is challenging because you got to find spots where they have boards. We did a lot of walking that day because when you end up using the app, it's like, well, okay, we're gonna do here first, then we're gonna go here. Well, okay, well now it's about time for us to get lunch. Well, lunch is back over here. Let's go through here. Let's see what the lines are for here. Look at some stuff. We're not really big like water rapids rides, so overall, could you do Animal Kingdom in a half day? With Animal Kingdom opening up an hour earlier, and as well as closing like 5 o'clock, we were there open from 8 to 5. If you were expeditious, you could probably do Animal Kingdom in a half day. Having said that, the food was really good, but the food in most parks is actually pretty decent. Magic Kingdom, you have to know what you're looking for. So Animal Kingdom, a good park. We are planning on probably going there again in a couple of years. Animal Kingdom will probably still be a park that we'll just do that park as like the park for the day because I don't feel like park hopping. If you're trying to do from the hotels back and forth, if you can time it just right for the buses, you're in pretty good shape. But with this being the time of COVID, they do have spots where they don't, the buses can't be, full every single seat. So you do reduce capacity on the buses. But unique park to go through. Again, you're wearing masks. But the nice thing is it's spread out enough. There's not that many real pinch points. I mean, Pandora gets kind of crowded, but I think that there's enough walk paths and there's not a ton of interactive things to do that Animal Kingdom feels pretty good even during the days of COVID.